Hello there guys, welcome back to a short online tutorial. Today we're based in Adobe Photoshop and it's Jack from Blue Sky Graphics. The reason why we're here guys, because what I want to do is show you how to create golden hour effect with these window light rays coming through on this image here. Really simple step-by-step process of how to create such an effect, but really bring in some realism in the sense of some light rays coming through this window here. And what I want to do is show you the process and the steps of how to achieve such effect. Okay, so I've got the layer here of the light rays. So what I'm going to do, just so we start fresh, is remove that particular layer like so. Now another tab, what I need to do is build a brush, okay? So the first thing I want to do with my layers window open here, I'm just going to come through and add a brand new layer. Using my marquee tool, I'm going to create a rectangle like so. Now I'd like to fill this rectangle with a color. The shortcut to do that is Shift Backspace, which will bring up your fill option window. Just going to stick with the color black for the moment, like so. Now I'd like to deselect. So the shortcut to do that on the Mac is Command D, on Windows it is Control D. Okay. So using my move tool now, what I'm going to do is duplicate this rectangle by using the shortcut Option, click and drag on a Mac, or Alt, click and drag on Windows. Like so. I'm going to do that a couple times here. Perfect. Wonderful. Now using my move tool again, I'm going to select all the rectangles there and let's duplicate them to the side like so. Using the same shortcut, Option on Mac or Alt on Windows, click and drag. Let's do the same now. Let's select all of them at the same time here and using the same shortcut, probably going to come around here. Okay, wonderful. Now what I need to do is highlight all the layers. So I'm just going to click the very top layer and scroll all the way down to our bottom rectangle layer and press Shift, which will highlight all the layers. What I need to do now is convert these layers into a smart object. So if I go right click, I have the option to go convert to a smart object. Wonderful. Now we need to create a bit of a distortion. So we need to create the perspective in a sense, making it look realistic. So I'm going to use the shortcut Command T on Mac or Control T on Windows to bring up our transform options. I'm going to go right click and we have the option to distort. I'm just going to take this little anchor point here now and just distort it a little bit. Like so. Perfect. And with that layer highlighted, I'm now going to come to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and you can manipulate the radius to whatever you like. I would say around 15 would be good for our current effect. Okay. Now, like I said, what we need to do is save this as a brush, okay? So with the layer highlighted, I'm now going to go to Edit, and we have Define Brush Preset here. We can name any brush. It's always very wise to name our brush. So what we call this is Light Ray Brush. Okay, and let's press OK. Fantastic. Now let's come to our original image here, and we're going to add a layer. And as you can see, I already have my brush option already highlighted it, and you can see the brush is already ready for us to use. If you can't find it, it'll always be situated in your library right at the bottom here for you to access. Okay. What I want to do is quickly affect the blending mode here. So I want to make sure that I'm on overlay and really affect the opacity, because if we have the opacity quite high, not really realistic. So if we bring it right down to probably around 20, let's say 19, 20 would be perfect. So with that layer highlighted here, I want to come around to the point where I'd like to place my light rays and make one click. And there you go, guys. That's how you create the golden hour effect within Adobe Photoshop. If you're interested in finding out more about the school, please take a look at our website at blueskygraphics.co.uk. Also take a look at our socials, Instagram at Blue Sky Graphics UK. Some really cool information on there about graphic design. Thank you very much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.